Are you making manifesting hard or easy? In today's video, I really want to dive into awareness of the habits that you're using in order to get what you want so that you can move into a place of more effortlessness and make it easier on yourself, because it's so easy to burn out when you're trying to create your own reality and get what you want and pursuing goals. So that's what we're going to talk about today on the channel. Welcome, fellow Voyagers. Jess here with Odyssey Human, here today to help you hack through the jungles of consciousness so that you can discover the hidden treasures inside of you. My friends, it's all there, ready and waiting to be activated by you, through you, and for you. If that sounds good, please subscribe. We'd love to have you join us on the channel. And who am I? I'm Jess. I'm a manifestation coach and a neuro-linguistic programming master practitioner. What does that mean? That's a personal trainer for your mind. And I want to bring manifesting out of the clouds and into reality, make it practical for you, and also help you feel good. And also talk about philosophical shit on this channel. So if you want to work with me, coaching details in the description box below. But yeah, in a bigger picture way, my channel is starting to move towards talking about more of the philosophical aspects. You know, deep down, I'm a thinker. I really love tumbling around some of these ideas, coming to these realizations along this journey of manifesting, and then talking about them with you. So if you also feel that way, like, you're in the right place. But if you're hunting for the next great technique, or you really want more clarity on like how to get the thing, check out some of my older videos. They really go more into depth. But today is going to be more for your brain. We're going to tickle your brain a little bit, because that's the point that I am in life and what I'm doing in my own journey. Masculine and feminine energy. I want to bring that conversation in today. When we first come to manifesting, so many of us are in a masculine state. And I'm talking about masculine and feminine, not from a woo-woo perspective or like a divine masculine or divine feminine. I feel like I have an equal mix of men and women on this channel. So this isn't particularly about gender. It's really about the outpouring of your time and effort. Like, a masculine approach to life is, to me, is the pursuer. It's a lot of outgoing time, energy. Your attention is outgoing. Your story is very attentive to what's happening, to 3D circumstances. And then your habits, you're putting time and energy into habits that are outgoing, pursuing, hunting, searching, action. That, to me, is what masculine energy offers. Whether you're a man or a woman, we're in different modes in life when it comes to goal pursuit. And when you think of goals, really, and you say goal pursuit, that just naturally implies masculine energy, like you're going after your goals. But manifesting, it's more of a feminine art. We're going to be totally honest here. It's more of the feminine approach of sitting back and receiving. That was always hard for me to do. I'm a really go-getter type of gal, like tomboy. I want to go chase stuff. You know, as a first responder, I get being active and living life in that kind of mode. And it's only in the last few months that I have really been like, whoa, like, I am in this process of moving into a more harmonious relationship with 3D, because I found that masculine approach when I was first learning this of trying to get it, and then ended up in a lot of disappointment, a lot of effort and energy. It got tiring for me, that constant outpouring. In last week's video, if you didn't check that out, I talked about the magic of not having what you want and moving into a more effortless space with your life. Are you making this hard or easy? When you look at your habits, I want to ask you, what is the feeling that you have when you wake up in the morning? Are you excited for life? Do you feel like you're synchronized with everything that is happening? Your imagination, things that are happening in your head, your 3D reality. I just decided I want it all to be in a flow state. I want to be okay if I don't get the thing that I want, because what I have found, let's be totally honest here, I don't always get the shit that I want. Even when I am trying to live in the state and trying to hit the mark and believing in it so fully, like, this thing is mine, sometimes I am not able to fully release that fixation with the thing and have it come in. And to me, that's what I have found is the sweet spot of really being able to let go. When you're actually in the state of having, it feels easy and effortless. It doesn't feel like work anymore. It just feels like something that you have accepted about yourself, a state of naturalness. You have accepted it at a level that it is natural, automatic, and easy for you. And the work part of it has ended. That's that feminine kind of receptive energy that you want to get into. And you know you're there by the effortlessness of it. But the lack, it's when you still have lack, that's what keeps you in that masculine energy of chasing. That misperception that you need it to be whole and complete. You need that thing on the outside to prove to you that you're worthy, that you're awesome, that you deserve it. That's what locks us in, I think, to that masculine kind of chasing, pursuing, aggressing on it energy. And I'm used to operating that. Like I said, I'm used to it. But I want to talk a little bit more about the feminine receptive approach and how to embody this, whether you're a man or a woman. There is an abundance in staying still and being whole and letting things come to you and dropping that whole pursuer and being the pursued instead. There is a real power in that. I used to feel like receiving wasn't a powerful position. There is an enormous amount of power in being the receptive one. Of like, you can come to me. It's that royalty energy. If you can think about a persona that you could relate to, it's the king or the queen energy. If you want to see and hear some good examples of other creators that are able to embody these different versions of this energy, I would highly recommend The Power of I Am, Eric. Dude is like, not only is he ripped, but he does a great job of embodying the masculine, like king receptive energy of like, I'm the shit, and he wears his sunglasses. All of that whole package gives that vibe. And then on the feminine side, if you want to see the ultimate feminine energy as a creator, I would recommend MJ Harris. Interestingly, he is a gay man, but wow, does he nail being a feminine energy being. Check out some of his content too. I just want to give a shout out to these two because when I think of other creators, they really hit the nail on the head. I admit I flip-flop between being feminine and being that masculine pursuing energy. But MJ is great at that receptive feminine, the power of the feminine and being the prize. It's that I am the prize. I am the queen. I am the queen energy. I do not chase. And he's got this little lip purse that he does. It is adorable. So check those two out if you want to see it in action, of being able to connect with someone giving that vibe through the camera that you can be like, ah, there it is. I always find watching someone be in that energy helps. And I'm sure there's female creators that embody feminine, but those are just my two favorites at the moment. But let's bring this all back in context. Stepping into the feminine energy of stillness, wholeness, and there's a relaxation in that. Are you taking that approach when it comes to the stuff you want? Of being okay when things don't happen the way you want in the 3D? Of hitting the state of havingness of what you want so naturally and easy and effortlessly that you feel really relaxed about it, that you almost don't care whether it happens out there in 3D or not? That is really what we want to sit in. And when you think about women and the womb and being whole, there's that enormous power of I create life with this body. And I think guys too can embody this of like the masculine receptive of I'm the king. People come to me. I don't have to go hard after others. I am that expert kind of king energy. So when I say masculine or feminine, I think we all use these, they're essentially personas or strategies that we're using in our habits of, am I really actively going after this or am I not? And so if you're someone who's been feeling exhausted, I just started feeling exhausted. I didn't like constantly outputting, trying, going after my goal, beating my head against it, and then the disappointment of things not happening. I just was like, I want to embody more of that wholeness, stillness, in place energy of having things come to me. I am the expert. I am the prize. I am amazing, whether or not I'm seeing what I want in 3D reality, but also being receptive to surprises. Last week's video really touched on these options. It's when we're fixated just on this is the path of my life has to go right now. This is the one person I'm hung up on. This is the one job. But when we get so hung up on that, that is actually lack. That's the energy of lack. Because when you have options, you don't fixate on one thing. It's that fixation, that putting something else on a pedestal above you, that creates that fixation. So I hate to be the one to tell you this, but if you're feeling that feeling of this is the only option I will accept, that energy, that perspective has never gotten me to the thing I want. Like that, like clenching. It's like this clenching of reality of I will only accept this, because it's typically when you're chill and you're like, yeah, whatever, I'm good. Like whether this happens or not, that receptivity is more of what actually manifests. And 5 years ago, me is rolling her eyes at me like, oh my God, I can't believe you just said that. Because yeah, I've held on to things with a death grip for years along this journey, and they haven't come. Having to make peace with that, having to make peace with in the whole of my life. I want my life to be good. And I love surprises, and I love creating, and I love manifesting. But I don't want to get hung up because I was so fixated on something else that I missed the opportunities that life was throwing me, all the other flirtations and opportunities that life was offering me, because I was so blinded by the lack of something else. That is where I am. And hopefully you are too, because that outgoing pouring of masculine kind of goal pursuit, beat your head against it. I just haven't seen it work out in my own life, and it can get tiring. So if you're tired, come over to the feminine side. Come over to the dark power of sitting in your wholeness and being okay with however your life unfolds, appreciating the things that are there. There was something not right for me in saying, just ignore circumstances. That is a part of my life. My physical reality is a part of my life, and I'm not going to ignore it to the point of just being in my own head. I might as well be stuck in a nighttime dream. I feel like I'm here as a human being in a physical body to experience the joys and the pleasures of physicality. Really embodying receptivity. Embodying receptivity, being open to the 3D not going your way, and being whole enough to accept it. When I look at religious statues like the Buddha is sitting there fat and happy. His legs are open. He's got that little smile on his face. That's a receptive energy. When you look at Jesus, pictures of Jesus, his arms are open. Again, that's a receptive energy. Both of those male receptive energy of a centeredness, the open arms, like welcoming, come on in. I can handle whatever you've got for me, life. You want to nail me to a cross? Cool. Let's go. This male receptivity, and as a woman, I associate it with feminine receptivity of the divine mother. I am the womb, and I will receive opportunities, and the ones I like, I will accept, and the ones I don't, I will deny. But that relief in receptivity, can you find that in your own life? And just the question to you that I want to ask is, are you making this easy or hard? You'll know by how it feels, and looking back on how it has felt over your journey, and then inviting you into a space of more either masculine or feminine receptivity. Find your center, anchor into that, and let life be easy. I was like, I'm tired of being disappointed. I'm tired of working so hard. I'm tired of looking and that searching for content to try and get what I want, and just letting life flow, because there are so many unexpected surprises like the joy of that we miss out on when we are so stuck in that lack, that this is the only goal I want and I will not accept anything else, that didn't lead anywhere for me. Just offering that awareness to you, inviting you to step into receptivity as a strategy and what you find when you do that. So thanks for nerding out with me on this today. If you have any comments, drop them below. I'm always curious to hear what you have to say, and I love engaging with you. And if you need a tool to help you recondition your mind or make it a more pleasant, amicable place, grab that below. That tool is available for every video that I make, and it is free. So use it consistently. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.